guys, I'm just going to take you through a few of our stretches which you may already do in your classes. It's important that we do a quick warm-up first, so whether you're doing some jogging on the spot or some skipping with a skipping rope to get warm. The first thing that we're going to do is some big arm circles to warm up our shoulders. So big arm circles backwards. You should do about 10 and then forwards. We should do about 10. We want big circles. Then we're going to move on to elbow circles. So all the way around. And then the other way. And then our wrist circles. So if you put your hands together like this, and we're going to roll our wrists in a circle. You can also do a roller coaster. And an upside down roller coaster. Very good. Now that we've done that, we're going to warm up our hips, so feet apart, and we're going to do some hip circles, so all the way around. This helps loosen our back and gets our hips ready for some stretching. And the other way. Very good. Next, we're going to put our hands up to the roof and we're going to reach all the way to the ground. We want to make sure that our legs are straight and our toes are pointing out to the side. So off you go, stretching all the way forward. If you can, put your hands on the ground. Next, we're going to stretch with our feet together. So stretching up and then all the way to the ground again. Oh, this one's trickier. Butterfly stretch. So sitting on your bottom and putting your feet together and our knees out wide to the side. We're going to hang on to our ankles and push our knees down with our elbows. We want to make sure our feet are all the way into our belly button, pushing your knees down. Our next stretch is our L-sit. So with our L-sit, we want straight legs in front and straight arms up to the roof, pointing your toes, of course. We're going to stretch forwards, grabbing our ankles and putting our nose to our knees. Our next stretch is our straddle stretch. So we're going to put our feet apart and our arms up. We have a nice straight back and pointing our toes. We don't want to point our toes up to the roof. We want to point them right to the ground. And we're going to walk our hands all the way down the middle and reach as far as we can, putting our nose down. Once you've done that, we're going to walk our hands. We're going to put one hand on each side of our leg. We're going to walk our hands all the way down and try and put our nose in our knee. Walk them back up, and this time we're going to walk to the other side. Next, we're going to do some lunging. So to measure, we want our foot out to the front, just to measure where our foot goes. Our hands and our hips. We're going to glue our foot to the ground and bend your front knee. Next, we're going to straighten our leg. So straightening one leg, putting our hands on the ground and our chin to our shin. Good. Now we're going to swap our legs. So changing over our legs, hands on hips, foot glued to the ground, pushing your hips forward. Straightening our leg, hands on the ground, and chin to our shin. The next one we're going to do is frog sit. And frog sit, our hands go on the ground and our knees slide straight out to the side. We want to go on our elbows. Next stretch is our seal stretch. Seal stretch is with straight arms and pushing up our chest. We want to make sure our feet are joined together. If this hurts your back, you can go onto your elbows or you can move your hands out further. We still need to do one more thing, and that's our ankles. So if you put one foot over the other one and grab your foot, you can do some circles. About 10 circles is good. And then you can write your name with your foot. Mine's a very long name though. Good, swapping over. This time I'm going to do 10 more circles. And then writing my name. You can also try some split stretching. And split stretching, we just have to be very careful not to go down too far, but it is supposed to hurt a little bit. So what we can do is go back to our lunging shape, pushing our hips forward, then we do our stretch back. This time keep your hands on the ground and slide your legs as far as they go. That's all of our stretching done. You can do those every day to get more flexible.